Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a video that I haven't done in a couple of months, but because, you know, winter is almost here, because the festive season is almost upon us, I thought I would do another kind of reset video for December. So I just have a couple of things that I want to show you in this video. I will be doing my December reading journal setup. I have some fun like Christmas cookie sticker sheets that I'm gonna use, and then maybe this thing, garland. I don't know if I'm gonna use this or not, but the vibe is just stickers. There's not really much of a vibe, to be honest. Then I will also be showing you the couple of books that I would like to read in December as well. I do have a couple of Christmassy reads that I would like to get to, as well as some just normal fare around here, really. And then I also want to do a little bit of decorating, nothing crazy. I mainly want to kind of not even reorganize my bookshelves, I just need to rearrange them, I suppose, because for the spooky season, I bring my horror books down to a level where you can like see them on camera, but because it's no longer spooky season, I just need to like switch that back with my classic shelf. And then also, because I am very easily influenced and I've seen a lot of people doing this, I want to make the little paperback book Christmas tree thing. Just because it looks adorable, honestly. Every time I see somebody with one on their shelves, I'm like, hold on, I might need to do that. I think I saw them going around last year as well and I didn't do it, but I think I have a decent selection of books that I can do that with, so I'm gonna do that on there as well. And then I do just have some wintry and Christmas decorations in general that I would like to put up, so I'm gonna do all of that. I do have a tiny Christmas tree that I always put up in my room, however, I'm not gonna put that up just yet. It's currently still November and I don't want to put up my Christmas tree until December. Even for the video, I'm not gonna do it, but I will show you guys that in an upcoming vlog, so that'll be a fun thing to do then as well. But those are kind of just the couple of things that I want to do in this video. I hope you guys are excited for this little reset. I do love watching resets. I just haven't been making them recently because I haven't been inspired to make them, you know. But I figured for December it would be fun to do one again. So what am I gonna do first? I think the first thing I want to do is decorating, reorganizing my bookshelves, and then I'll probably show you my TBR after that. And then tomorrow, I'm thinking, because I'm gonna film this over like 2 days or so, tomorrow I will do my reading journal setup. I also think it's supposed to snow tomorrow, which I'm really hoping it actually does because that would be so fun. I love snow. Big fan of snow in any quantity, really. So that is the plan for this video. I really hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get into it. Finished decorating yet, but I did make my little book tree and it looks so goofy, but honestly in the best possible way, and I'm leaving it because I do think it's also kind of cute. I do somewhat fear for my paperbacks that are at the bottom of this stack, but I think if I set like a weight on the right part of the book when I'm finished with this, it'll probably be just fine. So honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna leave it like this for an extended period of time, because maybe for an extended period of time it would kind of mess up the books a bit. I don't know, I think it's fun, it's festive. I'm gonna leave it for at least a little bit. Alright, I clearly cannot speak today because I've tried to film this like 4 times. But right now, this is the time. I have finished decorating. I feel like I'm missing some decorations. I don't know where they could possibly be, honestly, but I will find them. Probably at some point in time before Christmas, and I will put them up. But I am very happy with what I've done, even though it's just a little bit, but it's so fun. Anyway, let's move into talking about my December TBR. I have 9 books that I would like to read this month, although I only currently have physical copies of 4 of them. Because some of these I'm planning to read on ebook, one of them I have already bought, I just don't have the copy of it yet, and one is a new release, so it's not out yet. So I have a sad showing for the TBR, but there are 9 books that we will talk about. So let me just grab off the top of my physical stack. First of all, I am thinking I do want to finish up the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy this year, just because I feel like if I wait too much longer, I'm gonna lose motivation and I'm not gonna do it. Even though I did end up decently enjoying the second book in this series, it's still not my favorite. So I'm gonna read it in December, probably on audio again. I really enjoy the audiobooks for this series. So I will probably listen to this while I work on my current crochet project throughout the month, because I do think I still have quite a ways to go on that. But if you guys don't know, this is a young adult series that focuses on our main character Karoo, who works for some chimera, and as the series progresses, basically, it kind of follows a war that's going on between the Chimera and the Angels, and it is rather dark in places, but I feel like the characters really add some needed lightness to this series as well, and I'm just very interested to see what the conclusion is going to be like, because the ending of the second book definitely changed a lot of things, changed a lot of dynamics, changed a lot of things in the war. So I'm interested, very interested to see how this last book goes. Then let me talk about my Patreon buddy reads for the month, because I do have 2, which I'm very excited about because this is, you know, something new. Somebody suggested we read The Raven and the Reindeer by T. Kingfisher for this month because it's a very wintry kind of story, so that did get chosen, spoiler. We are reading that one. But somebody also brought up the fact that this book is a retelling of The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen and suggested that we read this one as well, because both of these books are rather short, and I thought that sounded like a really cool idea and just something kind of different to try out with our buddy reads, so we will be reading both of these stories. I believe this follows our main character Gerda, whose friend ends up getting abducted by the Snow Queen. Is Frozen also a retelling of the Snow Queen? Is that right? I think that's right. In what way? I mean, does that make, yeah, that does make sense. In a very loose sense, I suppose. It is. Oh, I'll have to be on the lookout for that as well. See, just so, maybe I'll watch Frozen. Oh my god, I should totally rewatch Frozen in that vlog and talk about it as well. That sounds so fun. This is such a good idea. Okay. Not me just like validating my own ideas, but that will be happening. I feel like Frozen is definitely a very loose interpretation of it, but we'll see. I'm excited for this new plan I've hatched. Then moving back into some physical books, I am currently in the middle of The Sword of Kaigen, and I will 100% be finishing this up in December, which I'm so excited about because I have been really enjoying this so far. Granted, I have not read much more since I last talked about it in my vlog last week, but I can tell from the first like 100 or so pages that I'm really gonna like this book. So far, this book is following a mother and a son who are living on this peninsula, and there have been whisperings of a war brewing. And still, that's all I know about it at this point. But somebody described it on the back of the book as the Poppy War's darkness meets Avatar: The Last Airbender's elemental magic. And a lot of the magic has been used in cool ways already, so I'm really excited to see just more from all of the different elemental wielders, shall we say. Does that make sense? I don't know. But I'm really excited to read some more of this. And I will be finishing it up hopefully soon, because once I finish The Sword of Kaigen, hopefully Wind and Truth will be out by Brandon Sanderson, and I can read that one because I have been waiting for so long. I mean, probably not as long as some other people because I just caught up with Stormlight back in January, but 11 months is a long time. So I'm so hyped to see what the 5th and final installment in the first arc of Stormlight is gonna be like. I'm scared though. I feel like I've said that every time I talk about it, but I am scared. So I've definitely seen some theories going around which excite me. Some of them don't excite me as much, but regardless, I can't wait to get into it. I can't wait to get back with these characters, and I don't know if I'll be finishing this book in December, actually. I kind of want to take my time with it because I believe is it the longest one? I think it might. Is it longer than Rhythm of War and Oathbringer? Let me find out. It is 1,344 pages. I think that's maybe longer than the other two. All I know is it's long. It's probably gonna take me minutes, but that is a-okay with me. So I will just slowly be reading that throughout December. Honestly, it sounds like the perfect way to kind of consume Stormlight. I also just kind of associate Stormlight with December because the last 2 years I have been reading the books in December and they have taken up a decent amount of my time in the past 2 Decembers. So I'm very okay with Wind and Truth being the same way. Please don't ask me to summarize Stormlight though, I don't have 10 years. Then moving on to my slew of romance books that I'm hoping to read this year. I don't think I've actually managed to finish a Christmas romance before. Maybe, aside from one that I read, which was my mom's book from like the 90s. And I can't say I would recommend romance books from the 90s based on the singular experience, but who knows? That one was not my favorite. But I don't think I've actually read a more recently published Christmas romance before. I've started them, but I don't think I've ever finished them. So I want to try and do that this year. I want to give them a try. The first one is The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling. I actually do own a copy of this book, but it's currently in my Christmas tree. So, I mean, it's on the top, so it wouldn't be that hard to grab, but it's easier this way. This is the 3rd book in the companion series that the X-Hex is a part of, and I'm hesitant but excited about this one. I feel like I haven't heard the best reviews of it thus far, but I trust Erin Sterling with a fun, witchy romance nonetheless. I do believe this one takes place around Yule, which is like the winter solstice, so I think that'll be fun instead of it just being like Christmas. But I believe this is following one of Reese's brothers and another character that we've been like very briefly introduced to in the series as well. And I think there's a time traveling element. Like I'm pretty sure they time travel back to the 50s together maybe, and they have to figure out how to get back to present day. So that sounds fun. I feel like maybe that's a bit much to tackle in a romance book, but we'll see. And then the other like full-length Christmas kind of romance book I want to read is Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. I have seen everybody and their mother read this book. I feel like a lot of people really enjoy it. So I decided I want to give it a try this year and see what I think about it. Mainly I've seen Bella from Throne of Pages talk about this series a lot recently, and she has convinced me. So I want to try Love Light Farms. Obviously it's the perfect time of year to do so because I think it takes place at a Christmas tree farm. Don't ask me anything else about it, honestly. I don't even know if there are any like specific tropes in it. I don't know what else is going on in this book. Aside from that, it's a Christmassy romance that a lot of people seem to like, which is good enough for me, honestly. Maybe let me give you a little synopsis. I'll Google it. I'll inform you and inform myself. Oh, wait, no, this sounds so good. 2 best friends fake date to reach their happy holiday ever after. I'm sold. So hopefully that'll be very fun. And then the other Christmassy kind of romance thing that I want to read is a novella by Ali Hazelwood, which is called Cruel Winter with You. I believe it's a part of a collection that Amazon did with some other romance authors where they all wrote Christmassy romance novellas. I have also not looked into what this one is about, so hang on. Ooh, 2 former childhood best friends. A blustery winter storm stirs some frosty and scorching memories in a delightful short story. Honestly, I've really liked the other novellas that Ali Hazelwood has done, like the little trio of novellas that she's done before. So I think this one will probably be a fun time. I'm not expecting to like absolutely love it because honestly, I haven't loved a lot of Ali Hazelwood's recent releases, but maybe this one will redeem it. Or maybe it'll make it so much worse. I don't know. Anyway, let me grab again from the physical books that I have to show you because I will be reading Letters from Father Christmas by J.R.R. Tolkien as well in December. This is not really a story necessarily, but it's like literally letters that J.R.R. Tolkien wrote his children during Christmas from Father Christmas. I feel like this is just gonna be a really nice little book to pick up throughout December, read a few. You know, I always say this when I have things like short story collections or poetry or things like this. I'm like, I'm just gonna read a little bit every day. And then I don't, but I'm actually gonna try and make an effort to do so this time. But I've been really wanting to read this for quite a few years now, so I figured, you know, right now's the time. I also do kind of associate Tolkien with December just because I read The Lord of the Rings for the first time in December. Obviously that does not mean anything to you, but for me, I'm excited. And then the last book that I'm hoping to read in December is a book that I wasn't initially planning on reading just because I like this author, I like a lot of her work. I just wasn't exactly sure I cared about, you know, the Christmas special. But then I saw people getting this book and I saw all of the beautiful illustrations in it and I thought it sounded fun. So I am going to be reading Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. I did decide to get it from the library. I figured that would be a good way to kind of go about doing this just because the illustrations are so cute. Like, look at that, it's beautiful. I also love the black, white, and red color palette. That's one of my favorite color palettes. It always just looks so good. Like, look at this. I'm just showing you the whole book at this point. Honestly, I don't know. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this map. It's in a snow globe. Oh, I love it. It's been a while since I read Caraval, but I decently enjoyed it when I did. So I figured, why not? It's something Christmassy, also in a series that I've already read, so hopefully I'll really like it. Anyway, there's my December TBR. I suppose it is now time to get into filming my December reading journal setup, which I might actually do today. I feel like I have enough time to do it today. So let's get into it. I have absolutely no plan for what I'm doing yet, so I'm just gonna wing it and see how it goes. My journaling is officially done. I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's definitely very simple, very bare bones, but sometimes I just need to do that. I also have a lot of journaling that I'm gonna have to do this month with like end of year spreads, beginning of next year spreads. So I wanted to keep it pretty chill to start out with, but I'm happy with how it turned out. And I feel like those stickers kind of carry the spread because they're so freaking cute. And I've had them for a couple years now, maybe? I think I've had one of them for a couple years and another one I got earlier this year, but I've been very excited to use them for December because I've been saving them for this moment. So there's the journaling, complete, done. Hope you guys enjoyed. But with that, we have arrived at the end of the video. So I am so excited for December. I have so many videos that I'm planning on posting this month. I will probably be posting twice a week, a couple of the weeks in December. So expect a lot of videos from me this month because obviously there are so many end of year book videos that I want to do as well as end of year journaling videos. So we've got a lot of things to do this month, but I'm very excited for December and just, you know, the festive season. It's always so cozy. I just love it. I hope you all are having an amazing December so far. I think it's the 2nd as I'm posting this, so I hope you've enjoyed the first day of December. I would obviously love to know down below, what have you guys been doing to prepare for December? Have you done any decorating, whether that be Christmas or just general wintry decorating, of course? Obviously, I would also love to know what you guys are planning on picking up in December. Very excited about my own TBR, but I would love to hear what you guys have on yours as well. Also, before we go, I would like to thank everybody over on my Patreon. If you're ever looking for more content from me, that is always linked down below. I am also posting a lot on there in December, so a lot of things to do, but exciting things to do. But with that, that's everything I have to say. I hope you're all having an amazing Monday or whatever day it is that you're watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!